everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a fun one. If you read the title, you already know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be picking up a couple of friends from high school that haven't seen this car before. So we're going to record their reactions. They wanted to hear what it sounded like in person. They've been watching a couple of my videos. I apologize in advance for the super clickbaity thumbnail. I already have an idea what it's going to be, and it's going to be really funny. But without further ado, let's go pick them up. All right, so we got everyone in the car now. You guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Tanush.
I'm Ashman.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hop on the road.
We're both juniors.
Yeah. This is...
Yeah, it's our first experience in a performance car.
Yes.
Dude, the suspension is so much different from my Camry. I can feel it right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple roads we're gonna go drive on, have a little bit of fun.
All right.
We got an opening. I never get an opening there.
Dude, it's actually super smooth.
Well, that's because the road's smooth.
Oh.
That straight six just revs so smooth.
You're only at 2,000.
That was a little over, but yeah. But this car makes sounds, it creaks, it rattles. It's a little cold right now, so it's gonna be less smooth because I have a check engine light for, I don't know.
BMW stuff.
Yeah, either injectors or a vacuum leak, something like that. Who knows? But
Yep.
yeah, when you start it, you have to let it sit for 3 minutes, otherwise it just won't go.
Oh.
They'll just keep trying to stall. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna fix that this summer, but once it's warm, it drives fine. You also might feel a vibration from the center here. I've been trying to track down whatever that is.
Oh yeah, true. It's like quite a bit.
You feel it?
Yeah,
No. You are gonna feel a little bit in the back too, because I have poly different subframe bushings, so whenever I'm like shifting, you might feel like a chunk. That's what that is. So there are definitely signs of this car, like you can tell it has poly bushings, but when you're just driving, it's not like, I don't know, it's definitely livable.
And these seats are a lot better than mine.
Yeah,
So,
honestly,
for
for being 24 years old, it's so nice.
This car is taken care of.
Yeah.
I mean, and the previous owners.
Yeah, where's the window switches?
In the center.
Oh right.
This car, 1998.
Downshipping this car is fun.
So this is not, is this aftermarket exhaust as well?
Yes. Just a catback, nothing crazy.
What's the red
But-
light?
It adds a nice little, so that's the alarm. That's the alarm system. It'll, when it's engaged, it'll like flash.
Oh.
So thieves know not to take it.
About the dashboard, if you had any problem, I was hearing the 3 Series, like the dashboard's kind of like...
Crack?
Yeah.
Not as much as E36s. If you go to an E30, definitely a big problem.
Okay.
E36s though, they will tend to warp around the center vent area.
How do you
but-
prevent it? I mean, or...
Use sunshade, which you can see next to you.
Yeah.
And you can put like plastic care products. There's actually, yeah, now you heard the poly bushings. I'll roll this up a little bit. There are things you can do to the plastic on older cars that will kind of help like protect it. So I use like leather and plastic cares. One of the plastic care products I like is like the Car Guys. I think it's made by Car Guys. I don't know.
Online you buy it, or?
Yeah, I just buy it on Amazon. I mean, they have stuff at AutoZone too, but I did a lot of trial and error with a lot of these products, and I found one that worked really well on the interior, because most of the plastic stuff you only use on the outside parts. But I wanted to find one for the interior. That's why it looks so black. I mean, it literally looks like it did when it was new. Usually they're faded and whatever, but this one was a little faded, and it just completely brought it back to life. I was like, whoa.
I see.
It's like very slightly worse than
You can tell how planted this car is. Holy.
Yeah, oh my god, that
That's
is
barely anything.
My Camry, I can just feel the car just shifting weight on one side completely.
Yeah.
It just planted the whole corner.
Stay on the highway here for a few miles. I have a route that I normally take where you get on, you go like 4 or 5 miles to the freeway, and then you can hop off.
It's so planted. Holy crap. There was no suspension.
Yeah. Here we go. think new ones are like $100, which I don't know. There are other things I'd rather do first. Definitely the door seals above on the list.
All four?
I'm not sure yet. Definitely the driver's one, because that one is. When we stop, I'll open the door again to show you, but it is just like cracking all along there, and the trunk seal, because I don't want water to get trapped inside the trunk seal.
No, the wing is spoiler is not.
No, it's not. It's actually pretty low. I mean, it blocks your view a little bit, but.
Oh, just a little. The only thing that you won't be able to see is like a tiny meow or something.
They'd be riding you too, because I mean, I can see most cars.
Yeah.
Also, how's your old
guys ready?
doing?
Oh, that is good.
I was not ready. Oh, God.
Yeah, this is a good road.
Oh yeah.
Sound is amazing.
4,000 is my favorite point in this car. RPM.
So, when does it reach all its torque?
Torque, peak torque is around I want to say 4,800, something like that.
And peak horsepower?
5,500.
What's the red line?
65, but it limits at 7.
What is this road? Why haven't I been?
You haven't been here? Oh, this road is awesome, dude. This is
Not going at it super hard because it's freaking.
still a little cold and wet.
Okay, so that's how you demonstrate.
Yeah. So clutch in, hit gas, throw it in gear, clutch out. Or you can do clutch, throw it in gear, then gas. It doesn't really matter. If you hit the gas first, it's a little better for your synchros.
Yeah.
Kind of botched that one. Yeah, that road's really good. Usually I don't really ring this car out because this road sucks.
This is not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We literally lived in India, bro. This is like good road. It's like good roads in India.
The car takes it really well though. Like when I hear about harsh cars, I think it's like miserable, but it really isn't that horrible.
No, it's really. I guess stiffness is kind of overused, but I can see why they care about it in a luxury car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like it's kind of.
But this isn't really a luxury car.
It kind of is, not really. You're right. in
It
that
was at
regard.
some point.
I mean, like this gen of BMWs, like the 3 Series was more. M3 was more of like the homologation car, right?
Not this one, the prior gen.
The previous gen.
So funny thing with this car was actually meant to be more of a luxury car compared to the last M3. So
because they put the straight instead of the inline.
straight 6 to the inline 4, and then yeah, they were I wanted to avoid that one.
Yeah.
So this was more like they gave you, like in the prior gen, people complained about, at least in certain places, like they complained about how rough it wasn't really livable. So this car was meant to be a car that, like, you know, you could drive this car every day, right? You got heated seats as an option, you got good radio, AC, you got, I mean, the radio in this car is really good. This is the premium sound as well.
These couples are tiny though.
They optioned an automatic trans, this car had, but doesn't have anymore.
So you manual swapped it?
Previous owner did.
Previous one.
Yeah, that's why I bought the car. So funny thing with the manual or the automatics, they have a shorter diff ratio. It's about 5% shorter. So you thought first gear was fast then. You should have seen it when it had the other diff.
Oh yeah.
But I just swap it out because the highway, I mean, it's bad with this diff. It was really bad with that diff. At 80 miles an hour, you set it like 4,000
Oh.
instead of 3,500. Yeah, it was like, what?
So many say online that 5-speed in the traffic is really bad. Could you guide me through why in a certain situation a 5-speed would be really annoying to use?
No, actually, usually it's the more gears you have, the more annoying it is because the
6-speed.
yeah, because when you have more gears, well, it depends. depends. Like BMW trains, it doesn't matter because 6 gear is just highway gear. So when like a Honda 6-speed, you're splitting, it'd be about the same ratio as this is 5, but now you have an extra gear. So what that means,
Shorter.
yeah, you're rowing, my Civic was like that. You're rowing the boat, as they say, more frequently.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And it gets annoying.
Yeah, I didn't really mind it because I like shifting gears, but I met maybe once you're older and you don't really care as much about that stuff, it can get annoying. That's flywheel chatter.
Oh.
What happened?
Flywheel chatter, hear that?
No idea.
It's like really minimal.
When it's hot,
I'm
like
not
really,
near, so I can't.
when it's really hot outside, it's more noticeable. If you're outside the car, you'll hear it too.
Why does it do that?
So when you put in a lighter flywheel,
Yep.
right? Usually they have a stock dual mass flywheel, is big ass like flywheel, right? And that's designed to absorb the harshness and vibration in the engine. When you put in a lighter flywheel, it makes the engine rev happier. That's why this engine, that's part of why it likes to rev. Like if I, that wasn't a lie. I mean, you saw it just shot up.
Just because of a lighter flywheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then when you remove that, you're removing the dampening and vibrations. And some people argue, oh, you put in a harmonic balancer, right? Because then it balances out. But then you're just removing the whole point of having a lighter flywheel. Because you're just putting the weight back on the crankshaft.
Yeah.
So like, there's no free lunch with like clutch setups. There's always a drawback. Like there's some mods, like an exhaust, there's never a downside except maybe noise, right? Flywheels or like clutch setups, brakes, notably, no free lunch with those. You're always gonna give up something.
It's always about balance.
Yeah. Dropping on the highway here. I'll do a.
This is my favorite spot.
Yeah.
This is my favorite spot to go for.
I used to come from that way.
This car blows.
It does.
Oh yeah.
This car.
Yeah. Only 240 horsepower, but
It was not slowing down.
Wait, it's how much horsepower?
240. Well,
For the wheels?
maybe a little more. No.
Oh.
No, not to the wheels.
Have you dynoed it yet?
No. I don't really care. No.
Yeah.
It's fast enough.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah. It feels good. That's all I need.
That sounded
I'm gonna
so
turn this
good.
off
I'm
because
actually surprised it's 240. It pulls really hard for that one. I thought it was like 300.
no. European one is 286 for the 3 liter, 321 for the 3.2. But, oh, I was talking about colors earlier. Astral blue is probably my favorite color,
Yeah, you said that.
but I really like silver because I think silver just shows off the body lines of the car really well.
It fits it really well.
It's a very iconic color because it just shows off everything. At least on the M cars.
So have you tracked this car yet?
Am I what?
Have you tracked it yet?
No, I'm hoping to this summer. I definitely want to fix the brakes. It's like we did that slow down, it's fine, but like the track that I'm planning on going to, Groton,
It's tight. Right.
it's tight and there's some spots where you get up to like 120 and I do not trust these brakes.
Yeah, braking is really important.
Yeah, if you're gonna do nothing else, make sure you have good brakes for the track.
How much does this wear?
Stock like thing I want to say 3187,
Yeah, something.
but this one's a little bit lighter because of the exhaust and a lot of the suspension parts I put in this car are a lot lighter than the factory suspension parts. So, is he on the road? No, he's not. Well, let's not blow by him. But yeah, this is the E36 M3.
Very nice.
Yes, it's great.
And then on the outside.
All right, so we're gonna conclude the video there, everyone. Did you guys have fun?
Oh, hell yeah.
Great.
Yeah. All right, well, see you guys in the next one.
There is a place